Sonny Curtis, born on May 9, 1937, in Meadow, Texas, left an indelible mark on American music as a singer, songwriter, and guitarist whose career stretched across 7 decades. He became widely known for his close association with Buddy Holly and as a longtime member of the Crickets, where his talent as both a guitarist and songwriter shaped the band's sound after Holly's untimely death. Curtis's ability to craft timeless songs earned him a place among the most respected figures in country, rock, and pop music. His career produced classics like Walk Right Back, I Fought the Law, and Love Is All Around, songs that continue to resonate across generations. Growing up in rural Texas, Curtis was drawn to music early. By his teenage years, he was already playing guitar with Buddy Holly, joining him in 1955 and 1956 to open shows for Elvis Presley, who was just breaking into stardom. Curtis played on Holly's early Decca sessions in 1956, including Blue Day's Black Nights and his own composition Rock Around with Ollie V. Though he pursued work with other musicians when Holly formally created the Crickets in 1957, Curtis rejoined the group in late 1958, shortly before Holly's death in a plane crash in 1959. Curtis not only took over on lead guitar but also stepped into the role of lead vocalist, ensuring the Crickets carried on despite the loss of their iconic frontman. His songwriting career took flight soon after. While serving military duty in 1959, Curtis used a 3-day pass to meet up with Jerry Allison, the Crickets drummer who was then touring with the Everly Brothers. Curtis showed him a new composition, Walk Right Back. The Everlys recorded it immediately, and it soared into the Billboard Top 10 in 1961. The song enjoyed continued success years later when Anne Murray recorded her own version in 1978. By 1960, the Crickets' album In Style with the Crickets was released, showcasing Curtis's songwriting with I Fought the Law and More Than I Can Say. The latter became a UK Top 5 hit for Bobby V and later a US Top 2 hit for Leo Sayer in the 1970s. Meanwhile, I Fought the Law became one of Curtis's most enduring contributions to rock music. The Bobby Fuller 4 turned it into a major hit in the mid-1960s, and its influence only grew over time as bands like The Clash, Green Day, and countless others reinterpreted it. The track remains one of the most covered songs in rock history. Curtis's influence extended beyond his work with the Crickets. He collaborated with Eddie Cochran during the late 1950s, contributing to the sessions that produced Cochran's final recordings, including 3 Steps to Heaven. By 1964, Curtis released his own playful single, A Beatle I Wanna Be, which reflected the cultural landscape of the era. Over the years, he balanced his role with the Crickets and his own solo career, releasing albums such as the first of Sonny Curtis, 1968, The Sonny Curtis Style, 1969, and later works like Rollin', 1981. His adaptability allowed him to move across musical genres, from rockabilly roots to country and pop ballads. His songwriting portfolio broadened considerably. In addition to I Fought the Law and Walk Right Back, he penned Love Is All Around, the beloved theme for The Mary Tyler Moore Show. This song became emblematic of the 1970s television era and one of his most recognizable works. He also co-wrote I'm No Stranger to the Rain, recorded by Keith Whitley, which won the 1989 Country Song of the Year. Other artists like Glenn Campbell, Andy Williams, and Anne Murray recorded his songs, showcasing the wide appeal of his writing. Curtis's songs were not just commercially successful but deeply influential, shaping the careers of major artists and becoming cultural touchstones. I Fought the Law, in particular, was embraced by punk and alternative rock bands, ensuring Curtis's name remained relevant across musical eras. The song even found its way into film, with Colin Farrell performing it in the 2003 movie Intermission. Beyond songwriting, Curtis maintained strong ties with the Crickets for decades, occasionally stepping away as returning. In 2004, he joined the band for the Crickets and Their Buddies, a collaborative album that revisited their classic hits with guest contributions from stars such as Eric Clapton and Rodney Crowell. His commitment to preserving the legacy of Buddy Holly and the Crickets defined much of his career, and he even penned the real Buddy Holly story to counter the inaccuracies in the 1978 biopic The Buddy Holly Story. Recognition of his contributions came steadily. He was inducted into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame in 1991, the Musicians Hall of Fame in 2007, and finally the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2012 as a member of the Crickets. That last honor was especially meaningful, as the Crickets had been excluded when Buddy Holly was inducted in 1986, a decision many felt was unjust. The 2012 induction corrected that oversight and cemented Curtis's place among rock music's elite. Despite his public career, Curtis's private life remained grounded. He was married to his wife, Louise, for more than half a century, and together they raised a daughter. Friends and colleagues often described him as warm, humble, and deeply dedicated to both his family and his craft. Curtis passed away on September 19, 2025, at the age of 88, following a brief illness. His death marked the end of an era for fans of early rock and roll, country, and television music. Tributes poured in from across the music industry, recognizing not only his role in shaping the sound of the 1950s and 1960s, but also his enduring ability to connect with audiences through melody and lyrics. His discography reflects his versatility, spanning solo albums, singles, and collaborative efforts. Records such as the Sonny Curtis Style and Love Is All Around highlighted his ability to move seamlessly between country ballads and pop-influenced tracks. Though many of his singles achieved modest chart success, it was his songwriting for others that defined his legacy. By the time of his passing, Sonny Curtis had built a comfortable fortune from his long career. His earnings came not only from touring and recording but also from royalties, as his songs continued to be recorded, performed, and licensed for television and film. With hits like I Fought the Law and Love Is All Around remaining in demand decades after their release, Curtis's music continued to generate revenue. At the time of his death in 2025, his net worth was estimated at around $6 million, a reflection of his lasting impact and the enduring popularity of his work. Sonny Curtis's story is one of resilience, adaptability, and timeless creativity. From his early days playing alongside Buddy Holly to penning songs that became anthems for multiple generations, he embodied the spirit of American songwriting. His legacy lives on not only through the Crickets and his own recordings but also in the countless artists who found inspiration in his words and melodies. Though he is gone, his songs continue to echo across decades, ensuring his voice remains part of the soundtrack of American life. Thank you for watching. Share, and kindly subscribe for more videos like this.